Oh no, they fused into a single horrifying detective being, multi-legged, multi-headed, horrifying creature. Welcome back. Big idiot that I am, I hadn't really given much thought as to what new game I was going to be playing today. So rather than just download something on a whim and start playing, I figured I'd just give myself some more time to think about it, find myself something to play for tomorrow, and for today, just do more Disco Elysium. Welcome back. It's been a couple of days for me because I had the double episode extravaganza last time. But from what I remember, there's a few things we want to be addressing. First off, we want to return to Classier's room, give that a once over, see if there's anything we missed in there, because it is a massive shame that we sort of let her get away when she might just possibly be the prime suspect again at present. There was a check I can repeat back over near the fishing village, now that I got extra points in visual calculus. Also, with it being a new day, I can retry and Jimmy open that ice cream freezer as well. It might be worth returning to Evra at some point, and just generally getting a lay of the land now that half the populace are kind of unfortunately dead. Ah, that leg hurts. Maybe if you don't run, it'll be okay. The guy took 2 bullet shots and has only been out for a couple of days, so he's doing remarkably well, moving at all. She's made around 4 months of payments for this room. Oh, I guess it can be mine now then. Looks like she left something on the table. Well, I can't see it because there's a text box in the way. There we go. Thank you.
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
Okay. I feel compelled to believe it, but maybe I'm just a big fat fucking sucker.
A gift?
The lieutenant turns to the staircase suspiciously, looking for any signs of another presence in the shadows above. Seems like she left in a hurry.
It's hardly surprising.
What could the gift be?
I am not drawing my gun, yet. But I don't like gifts.
Yeah, typically if someone leaves a gift for the police, it's probably a gift that happens to explode.
He says he's not, but his hand moves instinctively toward his holster as he studies the note.
Alright. We'll get to that. First off, see if there's anything in the medicine cabinet we can salvage. She did have quite a collection.
The medicine cabinet is empty. Not even a toothbrush.
Yeah, figures that's too much to hope for.
Pity.
I was kind of hoping the gift would be in here.
I always took you for more of a drunk than a chemical abuser, Lieutenant Hefreiter. Should we go?
Okay. Let's go. Upstairs. Let's see what it is. Flowers, maybe? Maybells, right? A red thread made of nylon. It leads out of the room and onto the roof. It's the bullet trajectory, isn't it? It's going to point me to another option I hadn't considered. Uh-huh. Thread is tied to the antenna. It really does look like you can get a shot from the building across the way. Presumably right where Dice Girl works. I don't think it's her though, to be fair. I can't imagine Dice Girl was the true assassin in all this. Really nothing here? Thought there'd be some sort of pop-up or something.
Small, heavy door.
Nope.
No.
Okay. Anything else in here?
You see the same 2 neon-lit shapes. A man and a woman. Only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the cupboard on the wall.
But it misses his head. He was here. What's a shot going along here going to do? It's definitely not even going to crack the window at the right trajectory.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
Yeah, I got that. The lieutenant tests the thread with his finger. Drawn taut, it rebounds instantly.
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside. A prime. to then widen into a radius of locations in Martinez. B prime, B double prime, and B triple prime.
Where does the thread lead?
It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof. B triple prime.
Uh-huh.
The island in the bay.
Well, yeah, I was already considering the island in the bay. I've been thinking a lot about the island in the bay for the last 10 episodes or more. Is she trying to tell us the shot came from the islet?
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point.
How did she know how to do this?
She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass.
She had a long time to think about it after, standing on that roof, staring at the glass.
Yeah, to be fair, we never saw the cracked glass, did we? We've been assuming the bullet hole was here. But by the time we came around, the pane had been replaced.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her?
Of course we don't trust her.
I don't know. At this point...
He stops mid-sentence.
What difference does it make?
This is also a location we have yet to rule out.
So it is.
And conveniently enough, 2 days have passed since we asked if we could use the boat in 2 days.
For a second he seems tired.
You seem unenthusiastic.
I just haven't gotten a lot of sleep these past few days.
He doesn't really believe this will yield anything.
Yeah, that's not going to work. There must be something else we've missed.
No, there's nothing else.
The wind blows in the open window. He sighs, looking into the cold distance across the water.
How do we get there? Joyce Messier had a sloop, but she's gone.
Lillian, the net picker. She's tarring a boat.
Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
Let's go. I do have another point to spend, but I'm actually going to hold on to it for now, in case I need it for another retry of a white check in the not too distant future. We do have a few of those to do. There's the fucking persuading the shipping container as well, on top of everything else. Before we run off, though, Gart, yo.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
I did, thank you. Big improvement.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire. Defended may be putting it a bit generously, though. I had a great view of you doing nothing to stop those psychopaths. Then I crawled inside. Bullets started flying. Anyway. I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now.
Fucking
this
finally.
establishment supports cops. The stay is free, the drinks are not. It just felt I needed to specify that.
And I never needed to stay at the old woman's shack. Perfect. Where did everyone go?
Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
What happened to the man with the sunglasses?
I don't remember everyone who comes here, and many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Must be a fad.
Okay, so I have to mention, when it happened, you were right out there, on the balcony.
Yeah, I was, yeah. That's because I'm a badass.
Yeah. I guess you are a badass.
Yeah, I don't know. Clients were panicking. And also, I guess I sort of found out that I don't give a shit if I die.
Yeah, been there, man.
He means it. It's not just boasting. It's something he discovered about himself, stepping onto that balcony.
Right. Thanks.
No problem. They'll come back. They always do.
Alright. Hey, you're still here, I know.
Hi again, Gendarme.
Really? You've not got anything to say about what's happened recently? Fair enough.
Hi, Gendarme.
Fair enough. You just do you. I know Baldy McBaldface over here is still here. The man who's never had anything to do with anything, but is always here, nonetheless. It's all about money, you know. It is. Can't help but feel like he's going to randomly become someone right at the end of the game. He was the killer the entire time. See what the remaining Hardys have to say.
Seeing you approach, the bruised man clenches his fists.
Hey, steady on.
Oh, it's you. Didn't think we'd see you walking anytime soon. Elaine, look. It's the cowardly cop.
Jesus Christ, man. I stood between them and the fucking gunfire.
Huh? What?
He looks up, his eyes full of confusion, as if he's just woken from a deep sleep.
Our condolences for your losses.
He says it with a little nod, but the remaining Hardy Boys don't seem to register the words. Is he okay?
Does he look like he's okay?
He does not. His unshaven face is almost grey, and he reeks of piss, sweat, and booze.
How badly was he hurt?
He wasn't. That's the thing. Titus, Theo, Dennis, Angie, they're all gone. But he got away without a scratch.
There's nothing left. Nothing.
This is a broken man. He probably feels that he should have been able to protect the others somehow. And now he feels guilty for not dying with them. Or instead of them.
This is terrible. I don't think I could go on living after this.
The eyes, looking back to you from the narrow face, momentarily light up, and his lips move without sound. He said, "Thank you."
That shit ain't helping anyone, asshole. The fuck you want with us anyway?
I just want to know what happened to Classier.
Damn songbird of misery, that one.
The man shakes his head.
And do you have any information on this songbird of misery?
God said she took off sometime before the firefight. That's all. Trying to remember if there was anything. Oh yeah, he said she seemed to be in a real hurry.
So what's going to happen to the Hardy Boys now that Titus is dead?
Titus is fucking dead.
What's gonna happen to the Hardy Boys? Look around you, man. This shit is done. There are no more Hardy Boys.
So you two are just going to go back to hauling containers in the harbour?
No, man. I don't know. I guess the Union will still be policing the neighborhood, but who's gonna do it now?
You, Eugene.
Me? No, man. I'm not a leader. You know, Titus only recruited me because I play the guitar. Said the team could use the morale boost.
Sounds like you got to go with Mr. Outside Hire then.
I ain't gonna stick around for that. I only stayed because of Titus. There was a man born to lead.
Alright guys, take care.
Yeah, you too. It's a rough world out there. It's not easy being a cop. We were too hard on you. Both of you. We shouldn't have fucked with you like we did. You got between us and a lot of bullets in that fight. Matinees owes you one.
Yeah, so stop calling me cowardly cop, you prick.
That's kind of you to say. Take care of your friend, okay?
I will. You take care of yours.
He nods to you.
A sharp pain shoots up your side and into your stomach. You must not look too good. Luckily, it passes.
That's fine. That's fine. Long as I solve the case. No harm, right? Have I got a limp? Oh, fuck, what the fuck? What is this? Can we not? There we
The
go.
graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil.
Was this Cindy? Or was this the Mercs?
This was Cindy the Skull.
Looks like Cindy the Skull finally found the words for her masterpiece.
The lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with his finger.
Looks like it. Yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday.
I smell heavy fuel oil.
And blood. Some of it is even yours.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
No, bad idea.
Okay. Sorry. Whew. Close call.
Yeah, too fucking right. Okay. Next step in our journey. Just gonna pretend like nothing else has happened and have another quick roll of the dice.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream.
Or not. Or not. we do still need points in physical instrument. I swear to God, at some point, I was convinced, right, that you got to try a white check every day, whether you put a point in it or not. But it doesn't seem to be the case now. It seems like I just have to put points in order to retry them. Don't know how that happened. Yokuno. I'd love to talk to you, but Kim apparently wants to be in the complete total way of everything.
Everyone says you started crying in the middle of a firefight and then bled like a pig. I guess that was cool.
I guess that's true.
Cool. That's very cool to Kuno. Just don't think because you got half your dick shot off and you're an invalid now, Kuno's gonna treat you different. Kuno doesn't reward weakness. It's business as usual with Kuno. Kuno's cold like that.
Good to know,
Watch out,
Kuno.
pig. It's a dangerous world out there, but Kuno's got his eyes on you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Who knows?
Sounds like Kuno's got my back. That could be a useful little fellow to have on side, honestly. He knows more than he lets on, that lad. Right, I'm sure there's a bunch of people we can talk to, you know, have another word with our pal Cindy, maybe the bookshop, maybe the dice. These old gents on the bench probably saw 10 ton of shit, but... And obviously we need to return to Everard sooner rather than later, but I think our most pressing priorities right now are in this direction. I have a check I want to retry, and then a boat that I want to journey upon. I want to cross the great... I was going to call it a great lake, then I realised it's not a lake and went to call it a great river, and then I realised it's not a river either. We're on an island, right? So this is just the fucking ocean. This is just the bay, I guess. Don't quite have the way with words that I'd like to have. Maybe one day. In the meantime, where was this white check? Not this far north, that's for damn sure. We need to go through here though, don't we? Through here and wrap round. So I don't know why there couldn't just be a slightly easier way of getting to this building, but... Where's the challenge in that, I suppose? It's all about finding the little secrets. Yo!
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Why this many bullet holes?
A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet, no sound, no movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner, automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. Snowflakes fall on the wooden planks and the surrounding sand dunes, covering the land with the white of innocence. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What is this?
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Kim, who was in this execution?
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Veld?
What if it was Feld personnel when their assets were being seized by the revolutionaries?
Another likely scenario.
The lieutenant nods.
Or maybe...
You mentioned coalition forces. Could it have been them against the wall?
Yeah, It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
Let's have a look at him then.
The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
What about the soldiers?
7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one?
And the people against the wall?
A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them.
Who were they?
Comrades, the forsaken, the wretched, who tried to rise against the horrors of the world.
Figures.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Get more and more sympathetic towards these strikers with every moment I play this goddamn fucking game. Evrart is a manipulative asshole. And his people were kind of brutal. The Hardy Boys in particular, and Measurehead's not exactly what you'd call a good guy. But goddamn. Those mercenaries were just fucking insane. All these people wanted was, you know, fair pay and a seat on the board. This is why communism never works, folks. Squashed from above before it even gets started.
Officer, what happened? You're wounded. Why are you wounded? You look terrible.
I got shot in the foot. It was pretty badass, you would have liked it.
Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guilaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
I also got shot in the chest.
That's nothing to brag about, officer.
You'd be surprised.
It's not serious. He'll be okay.
Hey, I've got a question for you.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
We need to get to that island.
That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tide just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
So what's on the island? Oh, alright. Didn't voice this one. I'm not going to attempt to do what, Welsh? Is she Welsh? I'm going to try and do her accent anyway. I'm bad at all accents. Nothing, just ruins. Used to be some kind of fortification there before the war for the communards. An anti-aircraft gun, I think. Bombed to bits in the landing. I haven't been there myself, always steered clear of it.
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
You said you haven't been there yourself. Who has then, if not you?
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies. Always seemed like a bad place to drink to me. People died there during the landing, you know. My mother told me.
This must be one of the many fortifications that was used in the dying days of the revolution against coalition forces before they took this city.
The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do, on rafts. I tell them not to, but they bring back old bullet casings and such.
Which kids?
The twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge.
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place before we go? Would that be alright?
Be my guest. They've a strange way of talking. See if you can get anything useful out of them. I seldom do.
Is there anything I should know before we get there?
Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut your boat if you're not careful. Be sure to enter from the south side. Water's deep there.
Oh, is she not taking us? I assumed she was taking us. I didn't know she was just going to trust us with her boat.
Aye, aye, Captain.
So can we borrow your boat?
If you promise to bring it back, and no scraping the hull, I just got it nice and yellow, and no drinking on the boat, and no joyriding either.
Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two. Official police business.
Aye.
I'll nod along attentively.
The crow's feet disappear from the corners of her eyes as she smiles at you.
Thank you. We'll use your skiff to get there then.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
Alright, be seeing you. I didn't realise it was a motorboat. I thought it was a rowy boat. How very exciting. Your kids?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Okay, kids, you've been to the island, right?
On that island?
These kids are like 4 and 5. How the fuck did they go to the island alone? The one who's busy kicking his stone points to the bay. Yes, that one. I need to know what's there.
That's, nothing. It's just a seafort and some plants. You can take a raft there. It's great. And we make a fire. We make a fire. Mm-hmm. Gather the sticks for the fire. And bullets. Or not real bullets, empty bullets.
Bullet shells. There are a lot of them left over from the war, but this could be important.
Wait, you mean shells?
I don't know what those are.
What then?
They're lights. The fire guy comes and asks us to put the fire out.
Your nerve endings sting from the mention of a guy. They must mean a human being on that island, but it's cut off.
Someone lives on the island?
No.
The boy answers, shaking his head vehemently.
Yes.
His brother looks at him, then at you.
Let's go with yes.
So why is he the fire guy?
Because
The boy pauses to think.
he asks to put the fire out.
And why does he ask you to put the fire out?
I don't know. He doesn't like it. He don't like people to be there. You shouldn't go. Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me anything else about this guy? Age? Does he live there?
No, he doesn't live there. I don't think. No, he lives there. Been there twice, 2 times. He doesn't live there. He isn't there sometimes.
Anything else? What does this guy look like?
I don't know.
They say almost in unison, even though there was clearly only one child speaking. How come?
We ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there.
And you mentioned something about lights.
I don't know.
Oh, I just had to sneeze like an absolute whatever sneezes a lot. I apologize profusely.
Did you mean there are electrical lights?
He points to the streetlight.
Yes.
Is that all you know? Is there anything else you can tell us about the island? The boy says, rubbing his eyes. It's clear that he has no intention of finishing the sentence.
Lights, fire guy. We should check up on that island.
Yeah. Children are stupid.
Maybe you're stupid. Don't say that. He's a police officer.
Bye, kids. Take care. Yeah, we're gonna go get into another gunfight, aren't we? I can smell it from here. How do we boat then? Is this the boat? Is the boat on the jetty? We've been offered a boat, and I want to use the goddamn boat. Boat. Boat time.
A skiff with a small steering engine in the back floats on the calm mirror of the sea. Its 2 seats are empty.
Nice ass boat, to be fair. Look at that.
Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle, and you're off into the bay. A strange trepidation comes over you. Are you sure you want to go now?
That's fucking ominous. Is this the game straight up just saying, hey, this is the end, man. Be sure to commit.
Have you made all the necessary preparations? Closed all your accounts? Remember what the netpicker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
I'd really like a gun. I'd really like a gun, but Ruby kinda took mine. And the other one I found is not exactly functional. I'm not ready yet. There's one last person I want to speak to. One last person. If anyone in this goddamn town can give me a weapon, and is likely to offer me a weapon, especially considering I helped out his boys, and especially considering I'm doing my best to bring justice to a town that most desperately needs it. And especially since I've done nothing but do exactly as he told me time and time again. And that person, of course, is Mr. Everard. We're gonna go have a little chat with him. You know, keep playing that little bit of music that gets me copyright claimed. I don't care. I don't care anymore.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Yeah, I got shot. No big deal.
Yet you live. It goes back to an older era where this was commonplace. You have a true boyadero heart.
Right. So where is everyone?
Hiding, gathering themselves. The harbor's in full lockdown, friend. No getting in or out for the time.
You can't help me get inside.
No, man. Not today. Today is war.
Shit.
He says it matter-of-factly, like it's no big deal.
So what's gonna happen next?
Time will tell. I'll tell Everard you dropped by. I'm sure he'll be glad.
So what will you be doing now?
I'll be okay here, doing lookout. Quite the sight, aren't they? Getting to like that red I am. Don't worry about me. I live to alleviate the worries of our brothers. See if any insane killers turn up. Then I'll run. And live.
Try not to get shot, eh?
I'm sure I'll be luckier than you, friend.
His grin is as wide as the desert. It's good talking to you. Gotta run. I'm intrigued. Has Measurehead moved? Has he been pulled indoors? He has. He has. At long last, we get to find out what's in the mystery box. Not a great deal, but you know what? Every little helps at this point. I'm thinking, you know, I've got 71 reals. I have free bed and board in this town. Where might we be able to buy some recovery items? Because my morale's not doing great right this second.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
That's not helpful. Do you sell anything? Do I interact with this?
A small cabinet on
Yes.
the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Take a Hypnogamma.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Thank you. You know what?
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
And
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
okay, well I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something too. I'm off. I think that should be enough recovery to see me through the worst of times. Right. Fuck. You know what? He was our first friend in the city. Before we leave. Anything new, pal?
My man, you're alive. Almost. Kind of.
It's like hell, man.
Man, what a day. I missed out on most of the action, but I heard it was quite the encounter. Had a strong sense of finality to it.
Don't know about that.
So what's next? You guys heading back to Jamrock now? Talk is local union muscle were behind it all. I'd reckon the case is closed, even if it kind of turned into a shit show.
I'm still looking around. Loose threads to tie up.
Good luck with that, my man. Ain't easy being you, but hey, you're still breathing, right?
By the way, are you not angry with me anymore?
Fuck it. I'm a bad guy now. There's things more important than holding a grudge. It's okay. You've been through enough. We are what we are. And you're a cop.
Right, a few questions before I go.
Shoot. Sorry, man. Didn't mean it like that. Ask away.
I met the lady driver on my investigation. She's called Ruby.
Okay.
He seems a little apprehensive.
Is it wise to share information about the case like this, sire?
I don't care, man.
The lieutenant throws you a quick glance.
He can throw me whatever he wants.
What are you doing?
I let her go. She didn't do anything.
Woof. Good on her. And good on you, too, my man. That's
He looks for the words.
merciful. Downright merciful. You cops keep exercising that muscle, and people will be more willing to cooperate, you know.
He's clearly relieved.
All right. That's enough sharing details about the investigation for one day.
Yeah. I don't know. Just wanted to put the guy's mind at ease, you know? If ever there was someone I wanted on side. And on that note, back to the boat, I think. I'm sure there's plenty of other things we could do. You know, speak to Cindy perhaps about her latest graffito masterpiece, see if there's anything new in the pawn shop. You know, there's plenty of options should we need them, but I think it's time to commit. There lieth the boat. The boat which speaks of an end.
The skiff floats on the... Once you get... Have you made... Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
You take the engine, Kim. I'll hold the boombox.
What?
What? How else do we blast Sad FM on our way to the island?
Fine. Let's blast Sad FM then.
Good.
Sad FM is a radio station specializing in sad, slow rock songs. You seem to know its frequency by heart.
Get in and ride to the island. Playing fucking Total Eclipse of the Heart as we go over. Turn around. Might actually be music here, so I'll try not to cheesily sing over the top of it.
Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Eternally. Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever.
The boat comes to a slow stop. The lieutenant turns the engine off. Then there's silence. In the silence, a sputter of wings. A flock of quails takes off in the distance.
Let's go.
Climb out. I think we'll wrap here. Tune in next time for what I strongly suspect will be the final episode of Joe Plays Disco Elysium. I'm sure it'll be a doozy. See you guys around.